Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and an absolute skyrocket in the price last night on the price of crypto assets. Why? Because the Fed and the FDIC is stepping into headquarters today to talk a little bit more about what's going on with this SVB collapse and what the Fed's going to do about it. A lot of people are wondering, are the Feds going to bail out this bank, or is something else coming along? Is a 100-point basis rate drop coming? Is that something that's coming, or are they going to raise the rates immediately today? Nobody really knows what's going to happen. Questions are flying around everywhere, and markets are exploding. But one thing is for sure, crypto markets are very excited about all this doubt around the banks. We're going to talk a little bit about why, what I expect here in the short and midterm for the price of Bitcoin on this meeting today, and what we should expect for the week ahead. A lot of things happening, guys. Let's get into it. If you like the content, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're doing 5 videos every single day for you. And at 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky subscriber. So do not miss out on that, folks. Just look at it. Now, let's just say we nailed it. I mean, I've been talking about this every single day on the channel. And what am I talking about? The $1 trillion market cap yet again has been recovered. Now, could we break that down below it? Of course we can. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised during the meeting today if you see a spike down during that. At the time of this recording, the announcements already happened here. Recording this one this morning, but we're going to talk a little bit about what you can expect into the night and into tomorrow here. And some of the news you got to be thinking about depending on which way the Fed goes. And there's really two ways the Fed can go with this. One, they're going to raise the interest rates. Two, they're going to lower the interest rates. And then I guess the third one we can throw in there is, are they going to bail out this bank? And they might. They also might end up raising the FDIC insurance, right? Right now you can guarantee $250,000 from FDIC insurance. What if they raise that? Historically, we haven't done that in a long time, but it's happened before. So this is something to think about. Well, with all this doubt and all this speculation going on, the Bitcoin markets are wildly excited. Right now, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's up 9.2%. Ethereum's up 8.3%. And it looks like the markets are about to open here. And again, at the time of this recording, you're watching this a little bit later in the day, but let's talk a little bit about why this $1 trillion level is so important, guys. Well, we talked a lot about how we expected to bounce through it and then try to test back above it. Well, guys, we've officially broken below and then back above it. Don't be surprised again if we have another bounce off the $1 trillion threshold. That being said, the fact that we were able to break back above the support, I think, is significant for crypto markets, especially as people may start be looking to crypto more than they're looking at banks. You can also see that Bitcoin bounced off the $19,500 price level that we drew, and it broke back above the $21,500 price level amazingly as well on the daily candle for yesterday, out of nowhere in a total V-shaped recovery, riding off this news and with these fears. Gonna be interesting. I do expect, I mean, guys, I'll tell you, today, regardless of what happens, now in the meeting, I expect, no matter what is being said, I expect when the meeting starts, a crash. I expect a crash, and then, depending on the outcome of that meeting, an immediate recovery to the upside or continued downside to this lower band again, potentially, at least back down to the $21,500 price level. So we'll be looking for bounces off these again. And I'll also look for a bounce off the top of the resistance. I don't expect us to fly through the 23,300-ish level. It's possible, but I don't expect to just break right through. I don't think we go straight up. But Bitcoin jumped 10%. Why? Because right now, this Fed meeting is coming up, and they're trying to pull some levers and fluctuate. You know, they're trying to change everything they're doing with the market. The Fed is trying to pull levers and fix the out-of-control situation that is this bank. So they're going to meet here, I think, at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11:30 Eastern Time, I believe it is, to talk a little bit about this. So look for the news stories and the volatility here throughout the day as some of the stories break on what they said and how the markets are feeling about it. But another reason the markets are going up today is because of this news, boom, we had a bunch of greedy shorts that were bearish on Bitcoin and crypto that were looking at the news stories over the last week prior to the bank collapse and saying, Bitcoin is crashing, Bitcoin's growing to zero. Bitcoin, I'm going to short Bitcoin because it's going down. It's going back down to the all-time low. It's going back down to the low from the previous bear market. And it didn't do that. And so what happened? Something we've been talking about as well on the channel, a huge short position. A lot of short positions got closed at $150 million in losses yesterday, and already $54 million in losses mounted up. As you can see, the shorts have been getting wrecked more than the longs over the last 3 days, which is why, again, we have some of that upward momentum. Now, some statements, that you got to note by the Treasury and the Federal Reserve. Why did they do this meeting today? Well, the U.S. banking system remains resilient and on solid foundation is the way they end this article, in large part due to reforms that were made after the financial crisis that ensured better safeguards for the banking industry. Those reforms, combined with today's actions, demonstrate our commitment to take the necessary steps to ensure that our depositors' savings remain safe. Well, so far, SVB depositors, you can't say that their savings remain safe. So they're going to come out with some kind of action that's going to make sure they're probably going to bail these guys out, I think is what the statement is. We'll have to see how this plays out today. Very, very interesting. Or maybe it's going to be the game of the interest rates. But they're taking decisive actions to protect the U.S. economy by strengthening public confidence in our banking system. They have to strengthen confidence in the banking system because nobody could see inside the walls of SVB and nobody knew that they were doing shady things behind closed doors, irresponsibly loaning out funds that they didn't have to make more money because they were greedy. That's what's going on now. We got to strengthen the confidence in this banking system. Why don't we use a public blockchain ledger instead, like Bitcoin? And that's why we're getting the moves. And this news today is going to be huge. Tomorrow, guys, on top of this event today, tomorrow CPI data is coming out. So that's going to be another good thing for, interesting thing, big market trading thing for crypto and Bitcoin in the regular markets. But maybe this is the time where Bitcoin splits from the regular markets. But honestly, if they lower the interest rates, then I expect the regular markets and crypto to blast off. Crypto bigger. I do expect crypto to blast off bigger. Silicon Valley's greed and avarice, butcher that word, have finally come home to roost. SVB collapse. This is what some traders are saying. This is the 16th largest bank in the U.S. It's been operational for 40 years, and greed came into the picture, and now the Fed has to step in. That can't happen with a blockchain. Now, it can happen with a company like FTX, but the narratives have shifted. FTX and crypto had its bank run. Now it's time for the bank runs to have their bank run. And meanwhile, traders everywhere are looking at Bitcoin and saying, this looks good. This price movement is healthy. This price movement is excitement that, hey, we're transitioning from banks to crypto potentially, guys. So we'll keep an eye on this, guys. Look out for the $21,500 level today. Look out if we get bad news from the Fed, bearish news from the Fed, a $20,000 bounce might be possible. Break below that $1 trillion threshold could be possible. And on the top half, I'm looking for 23,300 potentially today. And at the most bullish case scenario, let's say something crazy happens and they instantly lower the interest rates today. Look out for the $25,000 level, guys. Look out for that. Guys, we're giving away a loaded lion when we hit 25,000 subscribers on the channel. Follow us at _Crypto Report and consider joining the Crypto Report community. Get additional entries towards this giveaway and loyalty badges next to your name in comments during the live stream, along with custom emojis. Live streamed every Tuesday, Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're a member, you get access to our private Discord where you can talk directly with Black C and I about trading signals, some NFT alpha, and a lot more, because there's a lot to talk about here in the crypto space. So let's get into it, guys. That's all we got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, you got to remember, folks, to DCA HODL, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got 2 videos for you here if you want to check them out. Peace.